Number 80.
Sabay
Hello? Happy Tuesday! Napapahinga pa na malalim. Basta patay mo namin, guys.
Oo nga. Hello, hello. Magandang Tuesday to everyone. Hello, Michelle.
Happy rainy Tuesday to everyone. Sana po safe kayo lahat. Para po sa lahat na nanonood at nasa labas pa rin, ay mag-ingat po tayo lahat dahil kanina pa pong umaga ay sobrang ulan. Grabe, naligo tayo sa ulan today.
Correct. At syempre binabati natin yung ating pinanggalingang event. Kani-kanina lang ang Tambike with the Rebels, ating mga lady riders. Doon tayo galing ni Michelle kanina. Kaya hi, hello po sa ating mga kapwa lady riders at sa lahat ng lady riders na nanonood ngayon.
Yes, and of course, syempre binabati din natin. Unahin ko na batiin yung pinuntahan ko kanina nang galing tayo sa Real Quezon this morning. Ang layo na narating ko today. And bumisita tayo sa mga Dumagat tribe from Real Quezon, banda sa bundok sila. And then, ang dami ko rin today ng mga KK members namin doon. So, nakakatuwa yung mga kabataan namin doon kasi sobrang active sila. Mox Asos, every week meron silang meron silang relief operations, may mga feeding program sila doon. So, nakakatuwa. Kanina nag-volleyball kami. So,
nice.
First time ko lang ulit mag-volleyball, overlooking the beach. Alam mo, sobrang saya.
Wow.
Nakapaa kami. So, nakakatuwa. Shout out to all of our KK members nationwide and also, syempre, from Real Quezon na sa mga nakita ko, na-meet ko kanina.
Wow, sa'yo. Wala bang pictures or nasa Instagram mo?
Meron akong pictures, papakita natin yan bukas. Dahil medyo busy tayo today. Tumambay-tambay pa tayo. Send yung mga pictures.
Kaloka. Ayan. And, bati muna tayo. So, babatiin ko na tong ano. Ay, kanina, maganda. Maganda yung ating topic ngayon. Tamang-tama, yun din yung ginawa ko the whole day. Self-care, self-love. At nagpunta ako sa The Icon Clinic kay Dr. Eric Yaphuangco, ayan, para magpa-V-boost o yung antioxidant na infusion, yung may vitamin C, vitamin B complex para hindi nagkakasakit. O, alam mo na, kasi mag-zumba tayo bukas. Pangmalakasang zumba yan bukas. Kaya nagpalakas din tayo ng katawan. Tapos, nanggaling din ako sa GAOC Dental Clinic kay Dr. Steve Markgan para syempre fresh yung ating smile.
Sana pala nag-date tayo. Next time mag-date tayo sabay.
Oo nga. Yeah, oo. Ayun, tapos after nun, nag-bonding kami ni Trooper. Kumain kami ni Trooper. Tapos, dumiretso na dyan sa Tambike natin sa BGC with the Rebels. Kasi pag sasabihin ko sana, lady riders, tas rebels. Di, pinaghalo ko na, Rebels. Ayan, mga lady riders.
Maghihirap, di ba? Ipaghalo mo na lang. Kaya shoutout po sa lahat ng mga nakasama natin today and sa lahat na nanonood ng ating show. Happy Tuesday po sa inyo lahat. This is the Ina Mocha and Michelle Show every night live on YouTube and Facebook, 8 to 9 p.m. So, hello muna tayo sa ating mga first commenters for tonight dahil talagang very active yung mga nagko-comment sa atin. Mocha, wala pang 5 minutes. Yeah. Hindi ko na mapasa yung mga comments. Marvin Salamero, ikaw ang aking first commenter at sabi niya, pakibati po kami beautiful idols, Ma'am Mocha and Michelle Gumabaw. Wow, from Tondo, Manila. Hello po sa mga taga-Tondo, lagi tayo nandyan. And si Miss Pay ang laging nandyan na bumibisita. At syempre,
pupunta tayo dyan very, very soon sa Tondo.
Yes.
Sa aking Facebook naman, hi kay Gera Magno Ariola. Hello po, hello. And check naman natin sa YouTube, ang ating mga nagko-comment doon. Shoutout din po pala sa ating mga mahal na OFW. Sa YouTube naman, ang unang nag-comment doon ay si Supremo, Idol Banat Bay, at si Sesgel Aga natin, sabi niya. Ayan. At Michelle, syempre.
Yes.
Ito pa.
Ito Apple tonight.
Oo. Kasi baka makalimutan ko. Sige na, ito na siya, Si Dr. Aika Isi, happy birthday to a very charming medical practitioner and a COVID COVID pandemic frontliner as well. She is from Angeles City, Pampanga. Doktora Aika Isi. Happy birthday to you. At si Miss Zab Isabel Cui from Cebu City. Ayan, hello!
Cebu City, wow. Ito, from North Cotabato. Mency Hussein, solid ka dito, Madam Mocha. O, di ba? Sa North Cotabato daw. Love na love ka daw nila doon. Ito naman from
Uy.
the Kapili family, also from Tondo, Manila, from Marvin Salamero also. Hi, Marvin. Nakakatuwa naman.
Ito pa. Happy birthday, Alva Pasinos Artillera from Dubai, UAE, and Tayabas, Quezon. And belated happy birthday, Sherbet Jimenez.
Hi!
Ayan.
Ito
So,
dami nating mga tagapanood. Also from Tagbilaran, Bohol, Mendez Dongski from Tagbilaran, Bohol. Nakakatuwa naman. Ito, from Papua New Guinea, Mocha, ito, sabi niya, hello sa atin daw dito. Boto niya ay para sa atin, Robert Balaan Fernandez. Thank you so much, Sir Robert. Ang dami talaga mga sumusuporta sa ating Mocha Party List. Kaya naman, ito po, isang paalala lang para sa atin lahat. Tayo po ay officially nasa balota na.
Yes.
Ano ang ating numero? Ito po, nasa t-shirt
80.
natin. No? Tandaan na po natin yan. So kapag nakita nyo po ang likod ng inyong balota, pumunta lang po kayo sa second column at hanapin nyo ang 80, number 80, Mocha po ang pangalan natin sa balota. That's Mocha Party List, Mothers for Change. Lagi po nyo tatandaan.
Nasa likod ba tayo?
Oo, likod daw eh. Pero or isang buo. Either isang buo na mahaba
Oo.
or nasa likod. So hindi ko pa alam kung ano ang
Sige.
ang style.
I-confirm natin. Basta po,
I-confirm
nasa second
natin.
column tayo. Yung
Oo.
80. Oo.
Either yung
Ayan.
second page kasi nasa likod or isang
nga.
buong mahaba. So, aabangan po natin yan. Basta second column and lagi po nating tatandaan sa party list po, isa lang ang pwedeng iboto na party list at suportahan na party list. So, mag-iingat po kayo dahil kapag yan po ay dalawa, ay mavo-void po at mapapawalang bisa ang
Sayang.
inyong boto. Sayang naman.
Ayan. Thank you rin pala kay Sir Pat sa ating jersey, no? Itong ating suot ngayon. 80, 80. Mocha Party List.
80. Sir Pat, thank you so much sa aming t-shirt. Napakaganda. Pangalawang bigay na niya sa atin to. Matagal na nga to. Ngayon ko lang nahanap. I'm so sorry at na suot. And binigyan niya rin tayo ng mga masks last year, di ba? So,
Yes. Thank you.
matagal talaga na sumusuporta yan sa atin si Sir Pat. Sir Pat, hello.
Yes.
Thank you po.
Alam mo pala, Michelle, kahapon, merong nag-comment, sabi, nag-enjoy sila sa pagpapanood ng show natin dahil pampag-good vibes. At syempre ngayong gabi, pampag-good vibes na naman, di ba? Dahil ang ating topic ay, self-care routine para sa mga mommy. At meron tayong guest, di ba? Ang ating guest ay isang fitness coach. Tama ba?
Yes, isa siyang fitness coach, gym supervisor sa Arcadia Active Lifestyle Center. Tawagin na natin siya at kausap namin siya kanina. Naku, mag-enjoy ang lahat ng mga live viewers natin. Hindi lang po yung mga mommies, pero pati na rin ng mga kababaihan, kalalakihan, lahat po ng mga nanonood sa atin. Because tonight, we have Coach Janice. Hi, Coach Janice! Pasok po.
Good evening.
Good evening
Hi!
po.
Wow, ganda.
Maayong gabi sa tanan.
Maayong gabi, Coach. Ma'am Janice, taga-asa ka?
Davao City.
Ay, Davao City. Padayon, yes.
Davao.
Davao. Coach, to start things off, if you want to greet anybody or your family or your friends watching, you may do so. And also introduce yourself na rin po para makilala ka po ng lahat ng mga sumusuporta ng Mocha Party List all over the world.
Okay. You just mentioned somebody is greeting you from Papua New Guinea. My parents are both in Papua New Guinea at the moment. Hello sa ako ang papa, sa ako ang mama, sa ako ang mga manghod. And my daughter is inside the room. She knows that mommy cannot be disturbed. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Janice. Everybody calls me Coach. My daughter calls me Mom. my students calls me either coach and then teacher. I am a fitness supervisor, head coach for Arcadia Active Lifestyle Center right here in Davao City, and also a part-time faculty for one of the university here, teaching physical education, focusing on fitness. So
Wow.
they completely blend together. So
Very busy.
very busy, yes. And also, I'm a
Very-
single mom.
Single
Very
mom.
empowered.
Wow.
I
And my
love
daughter
it.
is 12.
I can
And
I can really feel na si Coach Janice ay very empowered woman. Kaya na-excite ako talaga sa talakayan natin ngayong gabi dahil alam ko marami ako matututunan. I will learn so much. So, Mocha, ikaw, do you have any questions to start off
Yes.
para kay Coach
Si-
Janice?
Si ano pala, Coach Janice is a you're also into bodybuilding, tama po, ma'am?
I am into bodybuilding. And
Wow.
I first competed my first competition last year. I told myself that once I reach 40, I want that set of abs. Well, everybody, we all have
Wow!
abs.
Coach, at 40
But
years
then-
old po to?
I think I was 41. Yeah, 41.
What?
I'll be 42 this year. So I first competed at the age of
Pakita nga po natin
41.
yung picture.
Yes, may picture tayo. Ay, kailan po to? When was this?
That's last year, November
Wow.
2020,
6th. No, just last year, November 26 at Baguio.
2021.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
Ilan
wow.
percent body fat kayo niyan, Coach? Were you able to,
excuse me?
measure? Ilan percent yung body fat niyo dyan?
I was in Baguio 4 days earlier, so I didn't check. But prior to that, I think a one digit, probably
Wow.
one digit. Yeah. I can give you the weight. I'm probably 49 kilos siguro.
Grabe. 49.
Yes.
How tall are
So-
you, Coach?
I'm only 5'4".
Oh, same kami. 5'4" and 49
5'4".
kilograms only.
At
And
that
muscle yun,
competition day.
Yeah, puro
Mukhang
muscles yun.
Nakita mo
I
yung mukha niya, ay
know.
yung katawan ni Coach Janice. It
Yes.
wasn't just 49 kilos na nag-diet or nagpapayat. Talagang
It's
muscle.
lean muscle.
Yung legs ni Coach, yung
Oh
abs
my-
ni Coach, yung braso ni Coach, grabe, no? Talagang, woo! I love
Second
it!
photo that you showed.
Coach,
second
kasi
photo
it's so
that you
inspiring
showed.
eh. It's so
Yeah.
inspiring because at that age, you were able to achieve this. Ano yung naging, ano yung nag-push po sa inyo for you to have this goal? And you said at the age of 40, you wanted this body, you wanted to go into this competition. What made you have this kind of dream?
I think I have to go back 20 years early. I graduated college. I was in a normal weight during college years, and then I graduated. When I graduated, I accumulated all the weight because I finished college and I was in college years, late 90s. So
Oh,
late 90s,
that's
and then
you?
my boyfriend, yes, I was 22, so that's more like 20 years earlier. So it took. I have to say that there is no magic pill. So I've ridden the whole fitness journey. I was there, been there, and then I told myself that I have enough. I wasn't able to enjoy my early 20s because of that. During that time, people will reject you. People will judge you for the way you look, and then people who are less than you, they will feel more around a fat lady. So I think I've had enough. I've experienced rejection because of the way I look, and I couldn't even roam around SM City because my legs hurt from walking. So before that, I was in complete denial that I wasn't an overweight person. And then reality struck when my second boyfriend, I'm very open to this, when my second boyfriend left me. Okay. So I told myself, so you left me because I became fat. So he was actually my first motivation to make a change. Thank you for that. Second ex-boyfriend. Thank you for that. Um, He
Motivation.
made me he's the motivation. So he made me realize that that was enough, and I have to make a change. And when I started my fitness journey in the gym, it wasn't the best gym in town, but then I was so lucky because the fitness instructor then invited me to join his training, and then the lady in me, the woman in me, was like, why do you want me to join your training? Lalaki ka, babae ko. You have a complete different set of program. But then I was so happy because I kept my mind open. I had an open mindset, and then I ultimately joined him, and then he taught me with all the bodybuilding program, and then I was living and then experiencing the whole thing. And then fast forward to that, it became my passion, and then I decided that I will turn my passion into a career. So here I am now, and never in my life that I will go into teaching. So since I'm in the fitness industry, I am so lucky that this university hire me as a part-time faculty, and then the subject that I'm teaching is fitness. So I just want my students, to open up, to have an open mind that a lot of things will happen when you engage yourself in fitness. So I cannot impose what I love to everybody. Some might go into boxing, some might go into yoga, some might go into cycling. I love bodybuilding, and I cannot impose it, even on you girls. I cannot impose it, but I hope that you will find something that you really, really love, and adherence to something that you really, really love will make up into a best weight loss program. So if you just adhere to something that you love, if you love boxing, then go for it. If you love yoga, then stick to it. It's just something that you want to stick to. I think it will help you with your fitness journey. I think I talked too much.
Oh, Coach Janice, how long did you prepare? How long did you prepare for the competition to get that six-pack abs?
It didn't take the whole 20 years journey. So during that whole 20 years journey, I was yo-yo dieting. I was drinking this and drinking that, and I thought that was it. So I'm very lucky because my coach is my fellow coach, Sir Arcadia, and then he taught me everything. And had I known it before, like 15 years earlier, because I knew that I want to be in that bodybuilding, but I did not expect that I would be on that stage at the age of 41, wearing two-piece. I did not even think that. But then I went through the entire journey. I know that I'm capable of stepping up on stage and then show everyone what I got. I think the confidence just came along while I stepped on that stage. So I know that I know that I have something to prove, that I have something to share. So I was just there, and then living the whole program, and then I was just enjoying the whole thing. The second photo that you showed,
yes,
the second photo that you showed, that was my first ever competition, the IFBB, and then the one that the first photo that you showed, that was the second competition.
Wow.
So if you see that muscular pose, I did not know that we are supposed to do a muscular posing. So I was practicing the different kind of pose. So I was on the far right on the stage, and I told my the other competitor that, Ate, I will just follow your muscular pose. So that's what I did. If they ask us to unmask, the whole audience will totally see me laughing at myself. I was really laughing at myself because I was just following the ladies. The ladies were practicing the posing. I did not. I was just copying the whole thing. So that wasn't the best that wasn't the best muscular pose because that was my first time to do it. So,
Is there a next
laugh at
time,
yourself.
coach? Would there be a next time for
Um,
you?
I'm actually training for the second, for my third and my fourth, and yeah, hopefully I will see you girls in person. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, coach,
I
but
think
ano
it
lang
will
kami po,
happen.
support lang kami kasi baka sa stage. Mocha, gusto mo ba lumaban sa stage against
Ano
Coach
hanggang
Jenny?
Zumba-zumba na lang
Yeah,
ako.
Coach, because
yeah.
part of our advocacy is really helping women who have been through experiences such as this, who have been through different
Mhm,
kinds of abuse, who have been through different kinds of bullying, and mostly
mhm,
women go through this also about with their bodies. Kaya naging
mhm,
passion talaga namin, naging advocacy namin that when we have Mocha Party List, we will also help women, help mothers on how to stay healthy, how to feel good about themselves, how to exercise dahil napaka-importante po yan. Pero coach, there are still some people who are still going through that right now, who are going through bullying. How did you
yes.
deal with that po at your time? When
Um,
it was happening to you, how did you really deal with it and how did you overcome it?
that's funny because I really experienced bullying, and then it happened when I was in high school. That's why maybe some of my classmates then will be able to watch this interview. But then I think that they invited me. They invited the whole class for a reunion. I never showed up, even one. So and um, I was bullied because I was over friendly with the other girl, and then there are 12 girls there in the group, and then I was friendly with the other girl, and they don't like that girl. So
Mm.
I was bullied for that, and the friendly 15-year-old, 16-year-old was I did not expect that I will be bullied for such things like being friendly with the other girl, and it totally hit me. The rage came when I think that was fast forward after high school because it happened in high school. So the rage came, and I addressed that rage when I think my daughter was 2 and 3, and then I am I really am passionate about um, dealing because we can't always deal students who are bullied. Even I think bullying doesn't only happen in school. I think bullying also happens when you're in the workplace, and if you are that kind of very quiet person and you do not know how to stand up for yourself, uh, you will really be in trouble. That's why I got into trouble because I didn't speak. I don't know how to stand up for myself. Nobody taps my shoulder when it happened, and so the whole rage, I experienced the whole rage because I was so angry at myself for not defending myself during that high school year. I was so angry with myself because some of the teachers do not mind, like they do not know how to address when you are bullied, and um, I think I still see. I was a grade school teacher before I worked for Arcadia, and you can never tell if that pupil is being bullied because I don't know, they're just so good in bullying, and kawawa yung mga bata who doesn't know, who experienced the same thing as me. So that was okay because I was in high school. But what about those little kids who doesn't know how to deal, who doesn't know how to, even if they tell the teacher do not know the entire story. So parang ganun. So I think bodybuilding really helped me to be because I didn't know that this is really bodybuilding. That what I love is really bodybuilding. I just go to the gym every day and then sweat it out, break the sweat. Because after that, happy hormones release, and then it feels like good things will come my way. Good things will come my way. It's always that same feeling. So. If you're gonna ask me how I dealt with it mentally, if you're gonna ask me how I dealt with it physically, exercise for you might be, but bodybuilding for me, it really helped me. And going back to the bullying thing, I've addressed that. I have forgiven. I've acknowledged that yes, I was bullied, but that was completely in the past. So I can't just I was bullied. I was bullied. So there's no time for that. So what you have to just if somebody will call for help, I think we just have to listen and you know not always that we will pinpoint who are bullied, who are not, but then I think just be sensitive to the people around you. Be sensitive, especially the little kids. Um, if you have a daughter, if you have a son, I think be sensitive, especially when they tend to be quiet sometimes. Right
Did you
now, we can't.
experience that, coach, when you started bodybuilding? Because like for women in sports, lalo na kunyari ako,
Mhm,
when I started
mhm,
playing sports, people were calling me, oh, she's a lesbian, or she looks like a
uh-huh,
man. Did that happen to you as you built your body? Syempre, you gained muscles, lumaki po yung katawan
mhm.
nyo. So did you also have to deal with that?
Yes, I think. Yes, I will totally say yes to that because I'll give you an example. Last year, I was where I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to buy a donut for my daughter, and then you know how pandemic is going on right now. Like we are wearing this mask, and then some people are our social skills is totally dead because of the gadgets. We're always looking at the phones. So anyway, I went inside Dunkin' Donuts, and then you know how people greet you without looking at your face.
Mm.
So I was wearing sando then, and then yeah, totally macho. And then you know, good afternoon, sir. So without looking at my phone, who are you calling sir? So I was like, who are you calling sir? So, so I sorry, ma'am. Good afternoon. So I was like, cool, give me donuts. I was just like that. Yeah. But it's totally cool. I don't have the problem with that, but it's just that here in the Philippines, bodybuilding for women is not really an open.
Yes.
We have to educate some men, especially women. We still have to have a massive education about bodybuilding,
Mhm.
and they will ask, why are you doing this?" And then I will go, "Why are you not?" So if I'm simply, if you ask me, "Why are you doing this?" I'm just gonna answer you, "Why not? Why are you not?" So that's all.
Yes.
I
Ay,
So
share a
Rochelle.
video.
Yeah. We will show a video of Coach Janice working out. Gaano kaya kabigat yung mga binubuhat ni Coach Janice?
Gotta say it. She can get a taste. She can get a taste. What a nigga say. It's all the same like Mary Kate. She can get a taste. Let you get a taste. Do you love the taste? Yeah, that's cool, but he ain't like me.
Wow.
um, okay, just a little bit of an education. Uh, Bodybuilding, we focus on aesthetics. You will be judged with your muscle mass and the way how you look, and then the way how you pose on stage. We are not judged by how much you can carry. So that's the powerlifting category. So powerlifting category, and then there's another weightlifting category. That's what they do in Olympics. Like they do all this Olympic weightlifting. So the bodybuilding. The hard work will be inside the gym. So once you go on that stage, just
Perform.
pose lang. Pose. And
Yes.
especially the girls, we need makeup and then all this kind of bling bling. So
And you
we'll
look
be
so
judged by the
tan,
way.
coach. Super tan.
Yes, and that was a really memorable experience because I went there alone. Nobody's backing me up, so it's just me and my bag, and then it's such a wonderful feeling to be around people who share the same passion as you. It's for, uy, my macho, uy, my sexy lady. And then you were like looking right and left, and everybody sharing the same passion. But since you are there to compete, okay, you have to put your game on, your game face on, and then let's just see each other on stage. That's all.
Coach Janice,
Yes.
ngayon po, how's your fitness schedule like Syempre, no pressure because there's no competition, right? Or are you preparing for another
I'm
competition?
preparing for another competition. Yes.
How is your routine, coach? Every day.
Routine. Ganito. I clock in at work at 6 a.m. But my boss is kind enough to let me in there as early as 5 because they know that I'm doing fasted cardio. So fasted cardio, I have to wake up at 4 o'clock to prepare things, and then I need to be out of the house. It's just a 7-minute drive or 5 minutes drive, depending if I am not dreaming. So while driving, so 5 minutes, and because there's no traffic, kasi maaga pa, no? So I do my cardio, and then I clock it on 6, and then I will end at 2 p.m. And then after that, if there are no clients, I'll start my lifting. So another the whole workout will happen at 2 p.m. and that's like entirely Monday up to Saturday.
And then the food po, how do you prepare your food?
The food.
Or can you walk us through anong klaseng diet para magkaroon? Kasi medyo namomotivate ako eh.
I hope wala akong mga competitor na nakikinig, ano? So, but I'm sure that we share the same thing. I'm on a 1,400 calorie. I started yesterday. Yeah, and I depended that 1,400 calories weight ko ngayon. So I'll be on 1,400, and then it's basically kamote, breast chicken, and then alternate ko lang chicken isda, and then 1,400. So around 122 grams of protein, and then I think 200 something grams of tingnan ko si Fitness Pal. So
very little carb, very little fat, coach, no? Very little fat.
That's around 23 grams of fat. Yun yung ganun. So yun yung very baba. So I
isang
have
meal ko lang yan, coach. Isang meal ko lang yung 1,400 calories.
Goodbye dessert.
So yan, wala. No more dessert.
No rice, coach. You never eat rice po.
Wala nang rice. Stick to kamote na. So since kahapon, I made a mistake because my kamote is not enough. So I had a cup of rice. So yun, kamote, manok, isda. So isda, if there's no manok, isda. So kamote, isda, or kamote, manok. So yun yan, a total of 1,400 calories a day.
Sige, coach, kapag hindi tayo nagpe-prepare for a tournament or if you're not preparing for a competition, what do you what's your favorite food? Favorite dessert or cheat meal?
That's Selecta Very Rocky Road. The whole pint. I'm gonna finish the whole pint.
Oh, wow.
So yun.
Doon kita masasabayan, coach, sa ice cream.
Yes. I really like the Very Rocky Road. Kasi hindi ko kalaban yung anak ko sa Very Rocky Road. She prefers cookies and cream.
Coach, may tanong po ako.
Yeah.
Siyempre, sometimes, tinatamad kang mag-workout, di ba? Ako, personally,
Yes.
parang tinatamad ka. How do you overcome yung stage na yon na tinatamad ka, parang weak yung body mo, parang ayaw mo, but you have to. What's your secret para, to get up and work out even if you're not in the mood?
My body says no, but then my mind says yes. I have to. So I just have to listen to music, and because I know that I have to do it. If I won't do it, I will feel lousy at the end of the day. So they say that you have to be motivated to exercise. But then what if your motivation runs out? So I know that if I complete a workout, because since this is my passion, this is what I really, really love to do. I have my daughter here, but she knows that how much I am into the fitness thing. My body says no, but then I have to, and then sometimes if my body says yes, but this one I just have to complement each other. But I know that at the end of the workout, I will feel good, and then there is glory when everything, when there's glory after you finish your workout.
Paano yung nababalance balance, Coach Janice, yung pagiging single mom, working out,
Uh-huh.
clients, teacher, lahat na, and of course, taking care of your daughter.
Uh-huh. Um, my daughter is already 12. We are so lucky that we have a yaya who takes care of her during the day, and then my brother is here during the day. She understands what I do. She knows that this is what I love doing, and I am still thankful that everything, the classes is still online. Though it's in my advantage because I get to have my classes dun mismo sa workplace ko sa gym. So I don't have to drive to the school. But prior to pandemic, since I clocked in at 6 and then clocked out at 2, I had to drive to the school. I give myself 40 minutes drive, and then I start my classes at 3 p.m. and then I will end at 7 p.m. So that was my life prior to COVID.
Wow.
So yun.
Super mom.
Super
Yeah.
mom.
Super mom talaga.
Yes,
And that's
Coach
everyday
Janice.
food. Grabe.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
may nag-comment dito. Someone is asking, what if walang budget? Paano naman daw
What do you
sila,
mean walang budget?
halimbawa,
Yeah.
is it possible daw na makapag-workout pa? Is it as
Yeah.
sagabal ba
that-
yun, yung no budget? Or you can work out even without a budget?
Even without a budget, you can do body weight exercises at home. So you can go for a walk. If it's your first time as a beginner, you go for a walk, for a 10 minutes walk. If you don't feel like walking, jog in place inside your house for 10 minutes, or
10 minutes.
just do body weight squats, mag-wall push-ups. So you girls are very afraid in doing push-ups. You have to start. Find an elevated table. You start there. Nobody, you can't just go and drop yourself on the floor and then perform a push-up. Yes, we can't do it. Girls have naturally weak shoulder, back, and chest weak muscles. So you have to start on an elevated table, and then gradually medium table, and then if you build that enough strength, then transition to the floor. Ganun lang.
Coach Janice, how important is working out? Like what you said, if you don't work out, you feel lousy. Ako ganun din eh. I feel lousy, I feel slow, downloading yung pag-iisip pag hindi nag-workout. How important it is for a single mom or for women or for anyone to work out? Sana, di ba, kahit at least 5 minutes a day? Is that possible? 5 minutes workout lang?
Just break a sweat. Right now, I'm telling my students, like, you have to get up, you have to expose yourself under the sun, even for 15 minutes, because that one will dictate, sun exposure will dictate your body when sleeping time comes, that it's time to sleep. Unfortunately, some of us are, it's not always we have it under control, but there's a lot of benefits in working out, breaking a sweat. You feel like you are depressed, but then you just break a sweat and then happy hormones release. Okay? Coach, wala akong budget. Wala akong budget mag-enroll sa gym. Nobody is telling you that that everybody must enroll to the gym. You start slow. You start for a 10-minute walk. Find some place that you can move. If you are not comfortable in running, jogging, but if you feel like you are good in jogging, progress to running. And if you feel like you are not losing weight, then something is wrong, then you check on your nutrition, make sure that you are eating right, you are sleeping right, you are exposing yourself under the sun for just a bit. Try every day. And you think that it's difficult, but then just start slow. Nobody's telling you for your day one you have to go for a run. Start slow, start walking, and then try to be doing it as a habit for, let's say, 21 days. That's enough for you to create a habit. So 21 days. Give yourself 21 days. Walk lang. Walk. If you don't feel like walking, mag-jumping jacks ka for 100 and see how it goes. Manage your breathing. If you don't feel like jumping jacks, parang sisiw na si jumping jacks, progress ka to burpees. Coach, parang sakit ang heart ko sa burpees. So you find some exercise that's easier for you, then you do squat. And if bodyweight squat is very easy for you, transition ka to squat jump. So
Do you have any online platform wherein our moms can also watch you or ask questions? Kasi marami po kaming mga followers and supporters na mga nanay na may edad na. Some of them have health complications, takot sila to work out. So baka they can also ask questions, or if you have any platform or YouTube that you want to share as well.
I don't have YouTube. I'm not good in editing things.
Facebook.
I have Instagram, but I'm so lousy in uploading things. I have a TikTok. I just started. I abuse that platform for my students, actually, for them to follow the exercises, because some of the exercises that I posted there, it's part of their class. It's part of the subject that I taught. So I'm not really. I didn't really force them to subscribe, but it feels like, I don't know. It feels like corny sa part ko, but then yes, I've abused the TikTok platform, but do not expect much because it's taking
What's
me
your
a lot
TikTok?
of time.
What's
My
your TikTok
is
account?
what's my TikTok, baby? What's hang on?
41.
It's Janice
Ikaw ba,
J
Michelle, may
41.
TikTok ka na? Janice?
Yeah, at Janice J 41. So
Janice
There.
my God.
Janice
there you go.
J. Janice Jay 41. I'll follow you
Yes.
na. So I'll watch your
Yay, I
workout
have a very
videos.
famous
So we can
follower
share.
now.
And Coach Janice, hopefully when we see each other in person, when we visit you or
Yes.
you visit us, we can also have a program for moms, because yan ang isa sa mga
Yes.
advocacies namin is for mothers, yung mga mommies natin, despite
let's do
the
that.
age, to be healthy, to prioritize their health, because most mothers, kapag nagkaanak na, they let go. They feel like, I
They
don't
let
have to take
go,
care of
yes.
myself. Yes, they take care of other people so much, they forget about themselves. So tomorrow, we have a Zumba class at 7 o'clock in the morning in one of the barangays in Pasay. And almost
Oh, wow.
every day, we have Zumba for moms. So dadagdagan ko ng mga konting bodyweight exercises. Ako ang
Yes.
go coach
Let's do
bukas. Gagawin natin yung mga bodyweight squats ni Coach Janice.
Yes. Yes, I
Coach
would
Janice.
like to yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Sometimes it's you just mentioned that they let go of themselves once they give birth. Do not. So if you could only knock on all the mother's door and then say, do not let go of yourself. Yes, you can let go for a bit, but then if it's 1 year already, just get back into the program. And then once you started it, you just continue doing it. Kapoy, yes, maybe kapoy. Kapoy. What's kapoy in Tagalog?
Pagod.
Yes.
Kapoy kaayo. Kapoy kaayo
Kapoy
yun.
kaayo. Everybody will say kapoy kaayo. My child is not helping me with the chores. But then, give yourself 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Yeah, you're empowering. You are empowering women with the Zumba. I can empower women with teaching them how to lift weights. And then they will say, "I don't want to be muscular." You don't need to. You will not be muscular overnight. So depending on your genetics, depending on mga kinain ninyo, depending on your lifestyle, you will not be muscular overnight. So it's gonna be a whole journey. You will not reach. You just do bicep curl tonight and then you're too scared because tomorrow you'll be muscular. Yun yung kailangan tanggalin sa isip ng mga women. That's why they shy away from the weights. And most girls who come into the gym, they will go for that colored dumbbells, yung mga light weights. I just want light weights, coach, kasi ayoko maging macho. That's a problem. You will not be muscular overnight. So yun. So I want all the girls, when they get into the gym, you go in that gym area, weight area. Do not linger there sa gilid kasi dinala lang ng mga boyfriend. Andun lang sila sa gilid. So I want that kind of woman, this kind of woman to be in the center of the gym and then do her thing.
Yes.
So wag matakot sa weights. So, yun.
Papalitan ko na yung colored weights ko dito.
Yes.
Natataan si Mocha, bato-bato sa langit.
Hindi naman. Yung mga 2 kilograms ako, 2 kilogram plate, di 4 kilogram na yun. At saka ano siya, stainless steel.
Oh.
Bump it up. Buy something heavier na.
Ay, okay.
Yeah.
Sige po.
Workout tayo para ano.
Yeah.
Ako,
Aha.
I like doing weights. I really feel empowered whenever I work out. Kaya nakakatulong. Si Woka, she also has a coach. And
Yes.
we both work out as well. So that's why now when we're campaigning, one of our biggest, our passion din talaga is to help also other women work out. So Coach Janice, before we end, what is your message to women, especially to mothers who feel like they're too old to work out?
Mm.
How can you motivate them?
You are never too old to work out. Give yourself 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Start light. Go for a walk for 10 minutes. Tell your daughters, tell your son, you need this. Yeah, they have to help you. Give yourself 10 minutes a day. And if your child, if your husband is very supportive, you will know, and then they will support you, and then they will even walk with you, and your husband will even drive you to the gym. Your child will even walk with you and then hold your hands while you walk for 10 minutes or 10 rounds. Children can keep up with mommy's activity. You think that they cannot, but they can keep up. So if you ask them to just we need to warm up ourselves first. We have to do an active dynamic stretching first before we go for a walk. But the kids, they don't have to do the stretching. They don't have to do all this active dynamic stretching. If you ask them to jump with you, they will jump with you. Find somebody. If you can't find any support system that is really willing to help you out, begin with yourself. You have yourself. You tap yourself. Tap yourself. Tap your own self. You don't need somebody to tell you, hey, you can do this. Tap yourself. You just have to do it. You just have to tell yourself, you got this. You got this. You got this. That's what you have to keep thinking. And do not shy away from weights. Lifting weights will really help you build, and not really build as in muscular, but really help you tone. Tone kasi ang gustong marinig ng mga girls. Tone. Tone lang, coach, tone. But it's still the same thing. You have to, if you want to achieve a certain physique, you can't achieve it if you just, ladies will just stay in the cardio area. Ma'am, you have to lift weights as well. Cardio is not, it's not, do not limit yourself to cardio. Do not be afraid in lifting weights. Cardio, lift weights, and then have your nutrition on point. And I just hope that women, will open their mindset and give themselves time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you'll be surprised that a simple walk is already easy for you. Then you transition to running. So I cannot impose my bodybuilding passion to all the women out there. Find what you want to adhere to. If you feel like you go, boxing is the way to go, then you adhere to that commitment. If you feel like yoga is the way to go, Zumba is the way to go, then just find something that you really love, and then you continue, you adhere to that, and then weight loss is possible if you just stick to something that you really love. So I hope that I've made sense.
Yes, Coach Janice, ito mabilisan lang. Yung ano ba yung yung effective tip para mawala daw yung bilbil, kahit konti lang. Kahit konting inches lang sa bilbil, yung posible.
Rice!
Yung posibleng na pwedeng gawin. Stomach in lagi, stomach in.
I think corset din. Corset yung ginagamit nila, nag-corset sila. But you watch what you eat. Make sure na the calories in, make sure that it's also calories out. But weight loss will happen if the amount of calories out is greater than the amount of calories in. So kung anong pinasok sa katawan, you burn it out. But you can't, it's not enough to, the trip to the bathroom is not enough. That's not the whole thing. You really have to break a sweat. So make sure that your nutrition is on point. Again, what you put inside your body, you have to burn it by exercising. So, again, adherence is
Kain
something
talaga.
that you really, really love. Kain talaga. Coach, hindi ko kaya na walang cake sa buhay ko. Yes, you may have if you're really, really consistent with your workout. Do not deprive yourself na. May iba kasi nag-yo-yo diet, no? And this is a very wide topic. But if you really can't help of having a bite, just have a bite. Do not eat the entire cake. Ganun lang. So,
Balasahan mo lang, di
and
ba?
then, balasahan mo lang. And then, oops, ganyan na agad. Oops, tama na. Ganyan lang.
Kamote na tayo.
Kamote na tayo. Balik na tayo sa kamote.
In moderation. Everything
In
in
moderation.
Pero
Yes,
di ba?
check your portion
Yung kamote na yan is very nutritious, di ba? It's anti-cancer and it's high in fiber and it keeps you full. So, back to, nagkakamote ako dati and it really helps talagang, very, very nutritious. Yes.
It's a very good source of complex carbs. So,
Yun. Bibili ng kamote
Thank you
bukas.
so much, Coach. Marami po kami natutunan and
No
I'm sure
problem.
that yung mga mommies and mga live viewers natin tonight have also learned something from you. Do you have any last message po to your friends or to your family, to your students as well?
I think my students, I've sent the link to my students. I don't know who watched it, but I hope that they got something, they've learned something, and I will see them during the class. And to my clients who are listening right now, let's continue to have that kind of workout. And yes, sometimes some of them are very, very busy, and then when they get into the gym, they will feel lousy and having a lousy workout. But then I will try my very best to wake you up. And to my family who's listening right now, take care. Thank you for the wonderful life that we shared. We made. My parents are not here, so I miss them so much. I hope everything's gonna be okay, so that they can come home for a vacation. And I hope to see you, girls. I hope to meet you in person. Let's have a gym session, sana. I'm not a good volleyball player. I'm scared with the ball. Scared with the ball, but I'm not scared lifting weights. So we can dance, I can lift, and you can play the ball.
We can do it together.
Can do it together. Yeah, looking forward to see you in person. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you also, Coach. Thank you po.
May nag-comment dito, sabi ni Christine May Sardenia, learned something tonight. Thank you, Coach Janice.
No problem.
Christine.
Ang dami nga nagpapasalamat. And of course, on behalf of everybody here in our show, Coach, maraming salamat for giving us time tonight, sharing us very helpful tips, and of course, your story as well. Very, very inspirational po. And I hope na marami po tayong na-inspire and matutulungan also ng mga women and mga mommies to get out and get fit and get healthy.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know your stand in. I'm not really into politics, but I hope you wish you luck in your endeavors. And then my baby, I think my baby wants to say hi. So
What's her name?
what's your name? Amia. Her
Hi,
name is
Amia. Okay. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you. See you soon po.
Thank you, Coach Janice. Ayan, ang daming mga comments dito from our viewers na marami daw silang natutunan. Si Christine Joy Garcia, sabi niya, that's our prof for PE. She's a good professor. Go, Ma'am Janice from BSNE D-1 student. So proud of you. Hello, Christine Joy Garcia. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Christine.
Ayan.
Ito si Christine Sardenia naman. Learned something new tonight. Thank you, Coach Janice. Yes, we all thank Coach Janice because yung story niya very inspirational. Ako siguro yung natutunan ko tonight, Mocha, is to turn your passion into a career. 'Di ba? Napakagandang pakinggan. You have to turn your passion into a career because ang dami sa mga kabataan natin, lalo na tinatanong nila, anong gusto kong gawin sa buhay? Anong trabaho ang gusto ko? First step is to really find your passion and hopefully magawa mo yon into a career. So, mahirap, yes, marami kang pagdadaanan, pero sabi nga ni Coach Janice, nothing is impossible. And you just really have to work hard and to make that decision every single day Talaga magpapakita ka sa
Correct.
gym, kung gusto mo magpapayat, kung gusto nyo may mawala yung bilbil nyo, diba? Magpapakita kayo every day. So, kahit 10 minutes lang, sabi nga nila, 10 minutes. So, ikaw mo ka, ano yung siguro masasabi mo nga tutunan mo tonight?
At age doesn't matter, di ba? Especially when it comes to
Oo.
fitness, na hindi ito dapat maging hadlang. Hindi mo isipin na, ay, ang tanda ko na, hindi na ako pwede dyan. In fact, di ba, meron pa nga mga senior na very toned, very strong ang kanilang physique. Kasi nga, marami talaga, totoo yung sinabi ni Coach Janice, maraming mga girls na parang, ayoko mag-weights, ayoko lumaki yung muscle ko. Pero sa totoo lang, yun nga yung that will make you look young and stay young forever, yung muscle mo pag toned ka. Kasi habang tumatanda, nagkakaedad tayo, lumiliit yung muscles natin.
Oo, tsaka nag-loosen yung skin natin. So,
Oo,
pag
kaya kailangan,
stoned.
kaya wag matakot sa weights. Kaya mag-upgrade na, wag na yung mga colored weights.
Pwede naman, depende lang sa workout yan. So nakakatuwa because I'm sure, di ba, na i-inspire ngayon yung mga mommies natin mag-workout at yan ang gusto natin para sa lahat, maging masaya tayo, maging healthy tayo, malayo tayo sa sakit at sa anumang mga virus na umiikot-ikot ngayon. So, kailangan malakas ang resistensya natin. So, sabi nga ni Coach, kumain ng mabuti, mag-ehersisyo, kailangan mo uminom ng maraming tubig, and last but not the least, matulog po tayo ng maaga at sapat.
At magpa-araw din.
Magpa-araw din tayo. Morning sun. Diyos ko, lagi sinasabi ng mommy ko yan, hindi nawawala sa utak ko. Morning sun is very important. Lagi niya sinasabi sa akin.
Oo nga, sabi nga ni Coach Janice, kung hindi niya naman trip yung heavy weights or if you're not into bodybuilding or ayaw mo yung mag-gym, kahit anong klaseng workout. Like tomorrow, mag-zumba tayo with Michelle dyan sa Pasay. So any workout, basta galaw-galaw, importante, pinagpapawisan tayo at bumibilis yung tibok ng puso natin para yung dugo natin ay tuloy-tuloy ang pagdaloy. Kasi di ba kailangang we need to stay active. Yun lang, galaw-galaw at hindi nyo kailangan i-pressure ang sarili nyo na magbuhat ng mabigat. Siyempre, kailangan ingatan din natin yung likod natin at kumonsulta sa ating mga physician. Galaw-galaw lang. Mag-jogging daw o kaya maglakad-lakad lang dyan sa labas ng bahay or jumping jacks, sit-ups o kaya planking. Yung planking na yan, di ba? 1 minute, 3 sets kung talagang wala ka sa mood. So, galaw-galaw lang po tayo at bukas, igagalaw-galaw tayo.
Lakas ha? Wala ka pa sa mundo, 1 minute and 3 cents ha? Grabe nga naman, idol! Idol talaga pagdating sa workout. Masikod kasi si Mocha eh.
Grabe siya.
Nag-workout yan eh. Kaya, idol ko rin yan eh.
Pero ngayon, ito na yung Zumba. Zumba na yung magiging regular workout natin.
Yes, mag-Zumba ko na tomorrow, guys. Ipopost namin yan sa aming Facebook page para mapanood yun din. And if ever gusto nyo po mag-Zumba, bukas 7:30 ng umaga magla-live tayo. Pwede ba tayo mag-live?
Yes. Please, i-live mo yan. Oo, i-live natin yan.
Para makisabay yung ating mga mommies
yes.
at ating mga nanonood sa atin. So, 7:30 po ng umaga bukas, abangan niyo po yan sa mga Facebook page natin. Pwede po tayo magsabay-sabay mag-workout para masaya yung ating araw and stay healthy, stay happy, and stay young tayo lahat. Yan ang gusto natin. Bakit nagiging importante ang health and fitness? Dahil syempre, isa sa mga platforms ng ating party list ay ang pangkalusugan ng ating mga mommies, ng ating mga ina. So, hindi lang po tayo kapag may sakit, humihingi ng tulong. Kailangan po, bago pa tayo magkasakit, inaalagaan natin yung mga katawan natin, di ba? Prevention is better than cure. So, ngayon pa lang, bata pa lang, gusto natin ma-inspire na sila to be healthy, na paalagaan natin yung mga katawan natin.
Yes, kaya kita-kits po tayo bukas sa Zumba and also tomorrow 8 p.m. pa rin po tayo. Thank you po sa ating mga subscribers, sa mga nanonood po sa atin. Of course, kay Tatay Digong, Senator Bongo, Senator Lani Cayetano, Mayor Lino Cayetano, Congresswoman Lani Cayetano pala, Senator Pia Cayetano, and Congressman Speaker Kuya Alan Peter Cayetano.
Yes.
So, see you all tomorrow. Zumba muna, 7:30 a.m. Matulog na tayo.
Bye!
Number 80 sa balota, mga party list. Number 80, huwag niyong kakalimutan sa darating mga inang naaapi 80 sa balota. Number 80 sa balota. Mocha Party List, Mothers for Change. Number 80 sa balota. Mocha Party List, number 80. Number 80 sa balota. Mocha Party List, number 80. Huwag niyong kakalimutan sa darating na halalan. Mocha Party List, takbuhan at sumbungan ng mga inang naaapi 80 sa balota. Number 80 sa balota. Mocha Party List, Mothers for Change. Number 80 sa balota. Mocha Party List, number 80.
Hello. Ayan.
Happy
Oh,
Wednesday.
ayan. Napapasayaw na ako kanina eh.
Ano?
Sabi ko to sa jingle natin, napapazumba na naman ako.
Hindi ka pa makaget over sa Zumba natin. Kanina umaga.
Oo nga, hello
Super
sa lahat
saya.
po ng ating mga super talaga. As in, ganun pala yun, ano, kapag nag-zumba ka, buhay na buhay ka.
Hindi ka ba makatulog? Batiin muna natin sila
Oo nga,
lahat.
sige.
Hello po!
Oo.
Di ba,
Hello
nagchikada
po.
kami agad ni Mocha. Happy Wednesday po sa ating lahat. Na hindi kami kasi makaget
Hello.
over. Kanina pong umaga, pumunta kami sa isang barangay sa Pasay at nagsayaw po kami ng
Yes.
Zumba with our mommies this morning at 7:30 po ng umaga. And nakakatuwa
Correct.
dahil sobrang energetic ng mga mommies natin kanina umaga. Dinaig kami dalawa ni Mocha.
Grabe talaga. Hello, good evening po sa ating mga nanay at sa mga makananay. Ito na naman po ang ating daily online show, Ina Mocha and Michelle Show. Nabanggit nga kanina, Michelle, na nag-zumba tayo. Barangay 137 ata yun, ano, sa Pasay. At iba
137.
talagang energy. Oo.
Iba
Ibang
talaga.
iba.
Ilang, ano lang, 1 hour ba tayo? 1 hour?
Alam mo, parang
More.
umabot tayo ng 1 hour kasi ano eh, 9:30 na tayo natapos eh. Kasama na yung mga chika-chika dun eh. So, 8 to 9. Wow.
Grabe. And ako napagod ako. Honestly, napagod talaga ako dun sa sayaw. Kasi medyo di naman, yung mga mommies kasi nakasabayan namin kayo ng umaga, everyday sila nagsa-zumba. Ehersisyo nila yon every morning. So, medyo kami yung napasubok. Ako yung napasubok. So, medyo hinihingal talaga ako kanina pero sobrang saya. Dahil nakangiti lahat, tumatawa
Oo.
lahat. And nakakatawa tong Zumba Caravan natin. So, guys,
Oo nga eh.
just to remind everyone, official na tayo sa balota, di ba, Mocha? And makikita
Yes.
natin yan sa ating COMELEC ballot na ipapakita po namin sa inyo. Dito po yan sa page dedicated for the party list. Makikita nyo po sa second column ang ating numero. Huwag niyong kakalimutan, number 80. Ang Mocha party list po sa balota. Ayan.
At isang party list lamang po. Isang party list lamang po ang dapat iboto dahil kung dalawa yan, ay naku po, magiging void or invalid na po. Sayang ang boto. Kaya isang party list lang po. Ayun na nga, Michelle, dahil makaget over sa Zumba. Alam mo ba, bumili ako ng bagong rubber shoes.
Sabi ko sa'yo, mag-challenge ka eh. Kahit ako na-challenge sa mga mommies. So, umiikot kasi tayo para sa lahat ng ating mga live viewers. Kasi umiikot tayo at nagpapa-Zumba caravan tayo para sa mga mommies, para naman sa kabataan. Gusto natin ng mga sports camps. So,
Yes.
yun ang
Uy,
mga...
diba? nag-volleyball ka, nagkaroon kayo ng parang volleyball with the youth kahapon?
Oo. Bumisita ako sa Quezon nung isang,
Mm.
the other day, or kahapon lang ba yan? Dami na kasi
Oh.
nangyari. Hindi ko na maalala. Kahapon lang. Ang dami na natin pinuntahan kasi. So, kahapon po ng
Kaloka.
umaga ay pumunta kami sa Quezon. So, nakipaglaro ako doon sa ating mga KKDAT, sa mga kabataan kontra droga at terorismo members natin doon. And naglaro kami ng volleyball sa Putikan dahil lakas ng ulan. Yung pinaglalaroan namin ng volleyball, medyo sa bukid siya, overlooking the beach.
Nice.
Grabe yung putik, so nadudulas lahat. Pero nakakatuwa dahil first time ko ulit mag-volleyball
Oh.
na nakapaa.
Nakita ko nga sa Facebook mo, pinost mo yung video.
Oo.
Oo, ang cute. Kasi nakapaa-pa ata kayo.
Oo, nakapaa talaga kami.
Ayun. Anyway, ngayong gabi na ito, very special ulit, katulad kagabi, dahil meron na naman po tayong special guest. Kagabi, ang ating guest ay si Coach Janice. Di ba? Tama? Si Coach Janice,
Yes,
no?
Coach Janice.
Na isang bodybuilder. Yeah, oo, bodybuilding coach at single mom. At ngayong gabi naman, ibang klaseng fitness style naman ang ating matututunan, yung tinatawag na yoga. Self-care routine para sa mga mommy. Nag-yoga ka ba?
Ako, mahilig ako mag-yoga. Nakakatulong siya sa akin. So, kahapon, di ba, diniscuss ni Coach Janice na as a coach, hindi niya ipagpipilitan yung workout na nag-work sa kanya or nagumana sa kanya. Kaya sure, boxing man yan or yoga man yan. So, ako, mahilig ako sa yoga. Isa to sa mga nakakatulong sa akin bilang isang player ng volleyball. So, excited ako for our topic today. But before that, mukhang may mga gusto pa tayong batiin.
Yes,
Yung comment
oo nga
natin
pala.
From Ningning. Pakibalik yung comment from Ningning. Good evening daw mga idols. Good evening.
Hello,
May mga
Ning
magaganda
Ning.
pa siya. Hi, Ningning. Hello po sa mga OFWs natin na nanonood gabi-gabi. Kahit anong oras po sa kanila ay sumusubaybay sila sa ating Ina, Mocha, and Michelle show every 8 o'clock ng gabi. And of course, sa lahat po ng ating mga mommies, kay Mommy Esther, kay Mommy Lolly, at sa mga mommies po ninyo, shout out po sa kanilang lahat, sa ating mga kaibigan, Tito Apple and friends. Magandang gabi po. And of course, sa lahat ng mga mother lovers na nanonood dyan every night at sumusuporta po sa atin. Keep on
Yes.
liking, keep on sharing ng ating live po every night.
Nagpapa-shoutout si Kyla Almeida. Sabi niya, pa-shoutout po ating Mocha and ating Michelle, Kyla. At
Hi,
syempre
Kyla.
ito, babatiin natin, shoutout po sa mga taga Santo Tomas, Davao del Norte, kay Darlene, Dari Caspilio, Argilias Eatery Staff and Service Crews. Shoutout din mula sa kahapong live stream natin, hindi natin nabate, ito ay sila Ces Zairam Uy, Mami na Rider from Quezon Province, Nes Alcaide from Cyprus, Marilyn Seyarecana watching from Qatar, Nilo Alcazar from Carmona, Cavite, Ronel Deolata, Jubilin Escobar Soberano watching from Amman, Jordan. Thank you very much po for tuning in.
Thank you for always supporting. Grabe. Nag-shoutout naman tayo sa mga leaders natin and volunteers nationwide, actually around the world ang ating mga volunteers kasi pati mga OFWs natin dahil nga sobrang paniniwala at talagang looking forward din sila sa ating party list na makaupo sa Kongreso ay grabe yung suporta ng ating mga kababayan all over the world. So hello po sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Ito na naman ang isa nating show on a Wednesday night at I'm sure marami na naman tayong malalaman, marami na naman tayong matututunan. And hopefully next time, hindi lang namin sila iniimbita sa show. Gagawin na rin natin yung mga workouts na pinapakita natin at share natin sa kanila.
Yes.
Ready ka na ba, Mocha, for
Yes.
yoga and
Sa ating-
bodybuilding?
Oo nga eh. Ito, excited ako sa yoga kasi di ba? More on stretching at iba-iba pang Basta ito, tawagin na natin ang ating guest. Sige, pakilala mo na, Michelle.
Okay. Teacher Mel,
Ayan.
are you there? Hello po, Teacher Mel.
Hi.
Sinan. Thank you for joining us
Hello,
tonight.
guys.
Teacher Mel.
Hi, Teacher
Thank
Mel.
you for having me. Yeah, so
Teacher Mel, one of our advocacies sa Mocha Party List is really help for moms, help for women. So kahapon po yung topic namin is about bodybuilding and kakaiba naman siya because Coach Janice is a competitive bodybuilder and her age is 41. when she also competed. So she's a single mom, and so ito yung mga gusto nating mga stories and platforms, and hopefully ma-inspire yung mga mommies natin to be fit, to be healthy, especially ngayong panahon ng pandemic. So yoga, pag-uusapan naman natin tonight. Ako po, I do yoga but very minimal, as in home yoga lang. So I'm very excited also to learn more from Teacher Mel. Itong si Mocha parang interested mag-aral, Teacher Mel. So baka kaming dalawang magiging new students mo.
Good. Well, of course, it would be nice to get more people to do yoga. That's why it's also nice that you guys are featuring it in your show.
Yes, we're
Teacher
very
Mel.
excited.
Yes, Teacher Mel, sa ating mga manonood ngayon, can you tell us a little something about yourself? Are you a mom? Do you have kids? At kailan kayo nag-start mag-yoga?
Okay. Well, I started doing yoga siguro mga 2004. And then I just enjoyed it a lot. In 2009, I went to yoga training, and I've been teaching yoga since 2009. Yeah, I have an 11-year-old daughter right now. I'm also a single mom. And so yoga just has helped me through my teens, all the way, when childbirth, and even now. Even because I don't know, when you have a kid, I'm not sure if you guys know it, but parang each year is a different stage. It's a different challenge in terms of raising them. Like when they're young, it's more physical, and then as they grow older, it becomes a little bit more mental. So the yoga also has helped in just kind of giving me that break, or especially to just help me calm myself down if I'm getting frustrated, or anxious or angry and stuff like that. Basically, it also helps me deal with my emotions.
So what made
Teacher,
our Teacher Mel doing yoga? What really got you teaching yoga and also practicing yoga? Ano yung experience mo when it all first started?
When I first started, I was doing the hot kind of yoga, and
Bikram.
Bikram, yeah, Bikram.
Yeah.
And then I just noticed, I was still in college that time. I was like 20 years old. In a month, I just lost a lot of weight, and it just got me hooked. And you just really, because you sweat a lot in Bikram, you just feel really good after. And because of that, I was just really spending a lot of time. I was still in college. I was spending a lot of time in the studio. So as soon as I graduated, I just went to Bikram school. Yeah, I studied in LA. Because with Bikram, you have to kind of follow his, where the training is. But as I got older, I became a little bit less intense. So I just look for, sometimes I just do like a 20-30 minute yoga just to really, more restorative, just to give my mind that break, especially if I'm healing from an injury or if I'm very tired. It's also like made me, from when I was younger, my practice was a lot more aggressive. But now that I'm much older, I just see it more as healing. But it can still be challenging.
Teacher Mel, para po sa ating mga viewers at hindi familiar sa yoga, ano po ba ang yoga? What is yoga?
Well, yoga's pretty much like a connection between your mind, body, and your soul. And then we just sync it in different physical movements and also the breath. The breath is a big part of yoga. So when you do yoga, the breathing is like there's a lot of breathing exercises or techniques, but you'll notice that it's very different from an intense workout. Wherein you're like probably inhaling and exhaling by the mouth. This one is just really long, deep, slow breathing. So it also helps to just kind of quiet down the mind.
Yun yung mahirap sa yoga mo. Kaya when you do it, kailangan
Oh.
sabay yung breathing mo with your stretching, with the different poses that you do. And
Mm.
ako napapansin ko sa kanya when I stopped doing yoga, ang hirap niyang balikan because it's it's not only stretching, it also takes so much strength from your
Mm.
body. So Teacher Mel, how can our viewers start doing yoga, because one of their hindrances is of course the budget, hindi makapunta ng school. How
Mm.
can we start practicing yoga at home or applying it to our daily life?
Well, right now, because of the pandemic, a lot of studios are closed, right? Because group exercises is the first to go whenever we come into a higher alert level of lockdown. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people actually were able to get into yoga because of YouTube, like all these online classes, and the online classes are actually a lot more affordable than going to an actual school. They can start by just looking at videos, like maybe like a 20-minute beginner class. They can always look for stuff on YouTube. So there's always like a lot of things for that you can find there.
Teacher
Yeah,
Mel,
so
do you need...
if budget is their concern,
Meron bang special equipment para dito sa yoga?
equipments.
Yeah, may mga
Well,
equipments para dito.
you need a mat. But aside from the mat,
Yeah.
if someone's really like a tight or inflexible, they can use blocks. But if they don't have that, if they don't want to buy, they can just use one of those plastic containers. It's just something to lean on. Basically, the block just kind of helps you reach for the floor. It gives you that extra lift. Or like if they have thick books, they can use that. And then maybe like straps that comes with a yoga mat sometimes. But if they don't have that, you can just use like a hand towel.
So
to reach
wala
for
po
your
itong...
feet. Parang ganun
Yeah.
lang siya.
Wala na po itong weights or meron ding pwedeng gamitan ng weights.
Wala siyang weights. I mean, if you're talking about traditional yoga, walang weights. Pero meron din yoga na parang it's more restorative. So they use a lot of pillows and blankets. So really
Yung
depends on what they
Kung
want.
yung-
Pero pag basic lang, they can do without any props.
Napapansin ko kasi po, yung iba naka-medyas, yung iba hindi nagme-medyas. Yung tanong na yun, naka-medyas po ba pag nag-yoga?
Hindi naka-medyas. Pero
Ah,
may mga
Pilates.
iba na, Pilates yung naka-grip socks. Yeah.
Yung
It's
yoga
best
po,
done barefoot.
kanino nyo siya ma-advise yung yoga as a fitness routine? Para
To
ba
be
ito sa
honest,
mga...
for everyone. It's really for everyone. It can be like you said, no? Kahapon yung guest nyo yung bodybuilder. When you're bodybuilding, you work on of course, you bulk up. So that's more of like your fast twitch muscles. Yoga is more lengthening and toning. So it's always nice to stretch them and work on your slow twitch muscles. It also, since fast movements, that's when you get prone to injury, especially if you're tight, you're not warmed up. Yoga will help you become more flexible. So it's always nice to have that balance between being flexible and strong. So you don't want to, as much as possible, ideally, you don't want to be too strong and super tight and too flexible but very weak. So you want to kind of have that balance. So it can be a good recovery for someone who doesn't want anything intense. It can help you build strength because it has a lot of planks, a lot of upper body work, some abs. So it's a little bit slow, but still, since you're moving slower, sometimes you get to engage the proper muscles more. So that's when it also becomes challenging. So if someone wants to lose weight, they can do a type of yoga which is more power, which involves a lot of planks, mga ganyan. If it's for healing, it can be just more stretch, like maybe more on the floor, a little bit slower class. If it's someone who is struggling mentally or just very stressed with work, the meditation part of it will also help these people. So I would really think yoga's for everyone.
So, Teacher Mel, paano po nakatulong itong yoga sa inyo being a single mom?
Being
As
a
a mom.
single as a mom, well, it's I remember nung kakaanak ko pa lang, after 3 weeks, nagtuturo na ako ulit. Kasi you just kind of need that time for you. Kasi syempre I was breastfeeding. I was breastfeeding full time. Your baby's like attached to you. Sometimes you just have some time on for yourself to just clear your head. That way you're not so frustrated or tired, in dealing with your kids. And also, of course, now that your kids are bigger, they challenge you in a different way, more mentally. And parang the yoga can be not only therapy for the body, but also the mind.
Ako, Michelle, parang gusto ko na mag-yoga talaga.
Nakakatuwa talaga ang yoga. Ako, honestly, because Teacher Mel, I play volleyball. And, it really is a good complement for any sport, honestly, because
Yeah.
with yoga, it's not only yung magsi-stretch ka. Lalakas talaga yung katawan mo. So iniisip mo na dahil wala kang weights or dahil wala kang binubuhat na kahit anong pampabigat na hindi ka lalakas. Pero iba kasi yung lakas na nade-develop ng yoga because it's all body weight. So very controlled, slow movements. At saka ako, I don't do meditation, but I like yung quiet time ko. So it also helps me like prepare myself for the day. Kung maraming mga nagbabother sa'yo, yoga is like quiet time for me. So dun ako talagang relax, nagsi-stretch, and nakakatulong talaga siya to prevent injuries because the more flexible you are, lalo na sa volleyball sa amin, mabilis yung galawan. So pagka flexible ka, hindi ka masyadong prone to injuries. And I'm sure yung mga mommies natin who work every single day, di ba? If we keep ourselves fit, keep ourselves healthy, and kapag ka tayo ay, alam mo yun, flexible, marami tayong magagawa. So makakatulong sa Zumba natin tumuka.
Oo nga, may tanong ako kay Teacher Mel kasi 'di ba, pag tinitingnan mo si Teacher Mel, parang relax lang siya, parang very peaceful, very calm, 'di ba? Tayo yung paaliga ka kasi kakazumba natin. So, Teacher Mel, itong may proper breathing kasi may napapanood ako parang sinasabi find your center, parang gano'n. Yung sa diaphragm ba 'yon, yung breathing?
Basta it's just long, deep, and slow. You don't have to overthink it. Because eventually,
deep and
explore the other breathing exercises. It's like when you're hyperventilating, diba? That's what they tell you to do.
Oo.
Just
Pag
breathe,
nagka-anxiety or
just
pagka kunyari kinakabahan
Oo.
ka. 'Di ba? Yung mga
yeah.
Long, deep, and slow.
Paano ba sa yoga, Teacher Mel? Is it in sa ilong, out sa bibig, or in and out sa ilong?
It's mostly in and out by the nose.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi
Yeah.
sa regular workout, inhale through
It's
your
more
nose. Exhale
Out
through your
mouth.
mouth.
Mm-mm.
Oo.
So,
Nakakatuwa
ang
because
Teacher Mel,
tayo, try natin mag-yoga. Punta ka dito sa
Oo,
bahay
talaga.
mo.
Oo, sige, please.
Online workout
Kaya
with
lang,
Teacher Mel.
matigas ang katawan ko.
Ako din, matigas ang katawan ko. But if there's one thing good kasi, flexibility is something that you can improve.
Okay,
So,
good.
the more na ginagawa mo siya everyday, tignan mo naman, kailangan ganyan din tayo.
Oo.
Oh. Core workout. Ang ganda rin sa core, di ba? Yesterday kasi, Teacher Mel, ang tanong sa amin ng mga mommies is paano daw magtanggal ng bilbil. So, pwede, di ba? Kasi sa yoga talagang
Yeah.
kinokontrol mo yung katawan mo ng core. So, magiging strong core
Mhm.
ka. And you know what I like about yoga? It helps with posture. So,
Ayun.
nakakatulong
Oo,
na siya
isa pa
sa
yun.
posture. Teacher Mel, how is your daily life? Being a single mom, being working as well, like ano oras ka nagigising? Walk us through a normal day in Teacher Mel's life.
My day is very different. Every day is different. Yeah. I wake up normally at around 6 a.m. and then mga 7 or 8 I teach my first class. And then normally sometimes I'll have like a lunch class after, or like a night class. It's always different. But the morning is a little bit more consistent. But kasi aside from yoga, I also teach indoor cycling. and Lagri. I don't know,
Ooh.
SRT actually, SRT. It's Elevate is a studio. So I teach different modalities, and I'm also an insurance advisor for Sun Life and Pacific. So my day is really different. It all kind of just revolves around my clients. Yeah, with my daughter,
Grabe.
since everything is online right now, I don't have to make an effort to pick her up in school. Which actually has been like a good thing. Yeah, because everything you just get to be more productive right now. But that's like the quarantine life. Now that things are slowly opening up, it's definitely going to change. Yeah, so
Ang
dapat
galing.
lang you just adapt.
Yeah. Another super mom mo ka. We're in the midst
Oo
ng
nga eh.
isa na namang super mom. Tingnan mo naman si Teacher Mel. Aside from teaching yoga, she's also a financial advisor and also a cycling instructor. Tama ba yung term natin? Cycling
Mhm.
instructor. Ang galing. So
Yeah.
talagang very integrated ang health and fitness in your life, Teacher Mel. And about diet naman, because a lot of my friends who teach yoga, they have a certain diet. Maraming nagbe-vegetarian, nagbe-vegan. Kayo po ba? What are your preferences pagdating sa pagkain?
Me, I'm not vegetarian or vegan. I just try to avoid anything processed. That's it. Yeah. So just like I eat meat, but I also try to look at the sources of the meat. Like I try to get grass-fed beef, mga ganyan. But yeah, basically just processed stuff I try to avoid. I try to avoid rice sometimes. Yeah, because for me that's still processed. So I
Ay.
eat rice once in a while, but it just doesn't react so well to my gut. So I'm more like I don't, as much as possible, I don't eat bread. No gluten, no pasta. So just basically like just real food, meat, vegetables. That's it. But of course, I also have my cheat days, So yeah, so that you're not so deprived.
Ano hinahanap mo, Teacher Mel, pag cheat days? What's your go-to talagang
My
satisfactory meal?
weakness.
Yes.
It's not really a meal, pero my weakness is chips. So that's something that I really have to like. I don't buy because I know I'm gonna end up eating it. So it's something I buy when I'm really craving it. Yeah.
So hindi
But
pala
yeah,
dapat
just chip.
mag-stock sa bahay, no?
Kasi naubos
Kasi
ko
kailangan
na.
lagi may
Grabe.
within arm reach yung aking mga
Kaya
snacks.
nga eh.
Diba? Kasi ako
Titignan ko
very
yung mga
ako sa
pagkain ko
snacks
dito.
eh. And then Teacher Mel, alam mo kahapon nakakatawa because si Coach Janice din, when we asked her about her diet, siya rin, sabi niya, she tries to stay away from rice. So kami dalawa naman ni Mocha, syempre kanina, nagkita kami, nag-zumba kami. Hindi kami nag-breakfast after, hindi rin kami nag-lunch together. Kasi lagi kami kumakain. So, tinatry din namin, syempre, we are advocating for yung mga mommies natin maging healthy, to lead a healthy lifestyle, na it's never too late, it's never too early to engage in a healthy lifestyle. Dapat kami din, di ba? Healthy lifestyle din. So, we're also trying to eat healthy and to live healthy. And syempre, kasama dyan ng exercise. So, meron tayong photo of Teacher Mel's schedule. Can we see the schedule or yung mga classes nila way at the Grove? So ito from Sunday. Teacher Mel, itong photo na to, lahat po ng classes na to, ikaw ang nagtuturo or there are also other
Hindi.
instructors?
There are a lot of instructors. So yung Way at the Grove, it's not
okay.
only a yoga studio, it's a hybrid. Meron din silang bar. Meron din IHP. IHP is like parang HIIT Pilates.
Wow.
I don't know if you tried that. So I teach the Sculpt 4:30 p.m. on Fridays. Pero the Sculpt is a class that I made. So it's like a combination of yoga, a little bit of bar, a little bit of strength. So you need weights doing the Sculpt. Yeah, so my
Pwede
class
to
for
teach
them is
mo,
not yoga.
Pwede sa bahay. Do you have
Yeah,
clients?
pwede. I teach it online lang. And then it's just, but I only teach it for them now. Yeah, and also electric. I teach it. That's my strength class version. But yeah, Pero way at the Grove, I would say 90% of their classes is yoga. It just kind of evolved because sometimes people are looking for something new. So, it's nice to
Different.
also give
In the
clients
studio
that
po ba,
and to
you
expand
opened up
the workout. I'm sorry, the
You
studio
opened up
way
already.
right now is not yet open. So it's really all online.
Mhm.
So, pwede tayo try
Oh,
online.
hi.
Yeah, you can just turn on your Zoom and join a class.
Ang galing,
And there's
because
a lot of classes to choose from with Way.
I'm sure marami din sa mga sa mga OFWs natin who also want to work out. So, in this show kasi marami talagang nanonood, not only from the Philippines, pero yung mga kababayan natin abroad. So, kung may mga gusto mag-workout, di ba, pwede natin sila i-invite. Pwede tayo magkaroon ng live workout session. Kasi minsan pinapakita namin nag-zumba kami. So, pwede rin tayo mag-yoga.
Itong yoga, mga 30 minutes, 1 hour, gaano po katagal ang workout na ito? Yung session?
Normally, yung mga classes sa Grove, a lot of them is 90 minutes. Pero ngayon, pandemic, since it's online, a lot of them are 60 minutes. Mostly 60 minutes lahat ng class.
Pwede na, 1 hour
So, 1 hour lang siya.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ang bilis lang yun. So, it's something that everybody can integrate into a day's work. So, kahapon sabi natin, pinapaktasan mo ko yung breathing techniques
Oo
niya.
nga eh.
Okay, lalim ng hininga mo,
Kaano kadalas dapat yung yoga, Teacher Mel, everyday po ba? Halimbawa, para sa isang nanay, kaya yon everyday? Or
It really
once?
It depends if you're starting, tapos yung yoga na ginagawa mo intense, I would say for kung yun lang yung ginagawa mo, mga 4 to 5 times a week is okay. Pero kunyari, like you're doing maybe 3 intense classes, tas pang recovery mo lang siya, you can just kind of mix it up. Tapos kunyari, you're doing like, kayo, yung nag-zumba kayo, tas si Michelle's also a volleyball player. If we have other intense activities, I would say mga 2 to 3 a week just for recovery should be okay.
So,
Really
Teacher Mel,
depends
when is the best time to do
Yeah.
yoga? Sa umaga o after work? Before going to work or after work?
You know what? It depends on you, on how what like a schedule that works that you can do it consistently. Like me personally, I like to do it in the morning kasi pag gising ko, wala akong iniisip, wala pa akong kinakain, I'll just do my yoga and then I'm done. Some people, they like
Pwede.
doing it more at night. Or some people, they like doing it at lunch. Basta kung anong schedule na feeling mo mag-work na mas magagawa mo siya consistently, that's the best, I think, for each person.
Pero mahirap, Coach, Teacher Mel, mahirap mag-yoga ng busog. That's why
Yeah.
I like it in the morning.
Hindi
Kasi ang
talaga.
hirap huminga. Alam mo, pag maraming laman
Yeah.
yung chan mo, kunyari after
Oo.
dinner, pag huminga ka, parang konti ng space. Tapos, ang hirap pag-stretching, alam mo yung parang yung kinain mo, andun eh. So, less flexible ka. So, ako, I really like it in the morning. Unless na siguro, sa gabi, hindi na masyadong kumakain, di ba? A lot of our mommies, parang after 6, ganyan. So, siguro sa gabi, okay din siya for relaxation before bed. Pero, malaking bagay ako for me, when I do yoga, malaking bagay yung kain. Or siguro marami lang talaga akong kinakain lagi. Kaya, hirap
Pero
din
po,
ako stretching eh.
Yeah.
Teacher Mel, for starters, yung mga baguhan lang, mayroon bang 5-minute yoga?
Wala. I would say if you want to start, 15 to 20 is nice. Parang 5 minutes masyadong wala ka pang nagagawa kasi
Humihinga ka pa lang.
yoga class,
Time na.
they want you to hold space muna. So hindi siya yung parang workout, kunyari yung ibang hit, mag-jumping
Yeah.
jacks ka na, yun yung
Oo,
warm-up mo,
oo,
di ba? Or
oo.
your ganyan. Sa yoga, it's more settling in. So that's usually mga 5 minutes na. So I would say mga 15, 20, medyo may nagawa ka na.
Oo.
Mm.
Tapos, medyo
Like on
papaisip
very
ko din
busy
eh.
days, 15, 20 is good. If you have more time for that day, you can do a 60-minute class, whatever's accessible. Like ako, if I'm teaching a lot, I'll just do like a 30-minute class. Pero if, kunyari, wala akong masyadong movement or physical activity, I'll do like a 1 hour, 75-minute practice.
So,
Teacher Mel, yung...
Ilang, ilang classes ang kaya mong ituro in a day?
Ako, normally, pero iba-iba siya ha.
Yes.
Normally, nasa mga 3 classes a day.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Sometimes
Baka
more,
parang,
pero it's always different. Pero iba-ibang
baka parang
style.
ano, parang rubber band na si Teacher Mel. Talagang sobrang
Hindi.
flexible na talaga.
Hindi kasi
Teacher Mel,
sometimes
may
when we
days ba na
teach, we
hindi ka
don't do it.
flexible? Do you have days na hindi ka flexible? As
Of
flexible?
course, yeah. Especially like you'll notice sometimes you're tighter because of the food also. Like, diba? If you maybe ate a lot of chips the day before, like you retain water, so you're
Oo.
tighter. But after a class, you always feel better. But yeah, also when I'm recovering, kasi I also do other workouts. So, syempre, if you do something that's new to your body, you're really sore. So, but when you're sore, you're just a lot tighter.
Alam mo, Mocha, meron din yoga for pregnant women. Maganda ring workout siya. Teacher, paano po ba ang mga routines kapag pag buntis and gusto mag-workout and want to also do yoga?
It's just a lot slower. At saka may mga ina-avoid na positions. Pero, I would, if you're pregnant tapos you've never done it before, I would suggest for you to look for someone who can really guide you and to get approval from your doctor. Pero in general kasi, I don't think pregnant women should be doing something that they're not used to doing.
Yeah.
Kunyari,
Oo.
nag-zumba na siya talaga, di ba? Before siya mabuntis, okay lang yun. Pero yung pag mag-zumba siya, pero never pa siya nag-zumba, tapos buntis siya, parang I feel like you should just do what you're used to. I wouldn't really recommend to start something new when you're pregnant. Pero yung mga sobrang prenatal yoga class with proper guidance, yeah, I think should be okay. Pero syempre, kung
Teacher
nag-YouTube ka, tapos pregnant ka, hindi mo naman nagagawa pa yun. Parang how will you know if you're doing it properly, di ba?
Yeah, correct. Actually, Michelle and Teacher Mel, may friend ako, she's into yoga. Kaya lang, yung instructor, parang may yung headstand, yoga din ba yun? May headstand, parang gano'n.
May headstand pa minsan.
Oo. So ngayon yung friend ko, ginawa niya kasi parang syempre yung instructor, minomotivate siya, ganyan. Alam mo, nagkaroon siya ng back injury. Ano yung mga dapat... Oo. Kasi, ano ba ang magandang mga parang reminders, Teacher Mel, ay mga precaution na wag mag-go overboard, parang start slow, gano'n ba? Kasi iba, para excited na gawin na yung mga extreme.
Yeah, parang, what you call this, if hindi ka na makahinga, ibig sabihin nun, it's too much na for you. I'm sure Michelle knows this. Kasi sometimes people get competitive in a class. They feel like stretching more is better. Like, hindi na nga nila makuha yung feet nila, pero talagang they're forcing to reach for their feet. Alam mo yung mga ganon? To the point na you're not breathing anymore. So when the breath is not moving freely, you're struggling. Syempre, when we struggle, we tend to hold the breath, no? That's a sign that you're pushing the body too much.
Tsaka
And
pag masakit.
you just have to be patient talaga.
Sa stretching kasi usually kapag yoga ako, there are days na hindi ako as flexible. So hindi siya, ako lagi kong, parang basta hindi siya masakit. When I do it, as long as challenging siya, pero hindi yung pain na uncomfortable ka or hindi mo kayang Kasi maraming different kinds of yoga kasi tinatry ko talaga lahat because yoga is also one of yung recoveries ko from volleyball. So, yung mga different kinds of yoga, may what do you call the free flow yoga? Vinyasa.
Diba, I teach that also.
Oo, may Ashtanga, there's Bikram, there's Yin. Meron ba ako na miss out?
Marami pa, may mga yoga for therapy, may mga ganun pa. Ang dami ngayon eh. Meron nga, my friend, she specializes in autistic kids. So she does yoga for autism. Madami talaga right now na mga yeah, like mga volleyball players, especially because a lot of you are tall. Diba? Parang it's you're tighter. Like for example, like I'm quite, short. I'm like 5'2". Imagine like if I reach for the ground, it's gonna be there for me. But if you're tall, you're gonna have to reach for it more kasi you're, diba? Mga ganon. So yeah, it really helps. I actually before pandemic, I was teaching at this studio. I would have a lot of mga volleyball players. They would always come Nakalimutan ko yung mga names, pero parang national team yan sila. Group sila parati.
Oo. Kasi di ba
Nag-yoga
dati na rin
talaga
talaga
sila.
yung mga athletes na nagpa-practice ng yoga. Kaya maganda din na ma-share natin to para sa mga mommies kasi makakatulong to. But ako, I really suggest yung, kailangan mo ng teacher. Hindi siya parang a sport or a workout na kaya mo gawin on your own basta-basta lang. Kasi it's very technical Yung teacher yung makakasabi kung maganda yung form mo or kung tama yung form mo. Kasi syempre, you want to challenge yourself but not get injured. So, important talaga na may teacher ka na mag-guide. Important andyan si Teacher Mel na i-guide tayo on what poses, on how many, breathing, ganyan. So, Teacher Mel, baka you want to, say hi or greet anyone watching right now and also invite them to your classes or if you have any social media pages that they can watch you.
Yeah, I hope you guys can do, maybe if you haven't tried it, now is the time. It's never too late for anything. I teach 4-way at the Grove. Right now, all the classes are done online. So if you live far from the actual studio, it would also be nice to join the community. Just turn on your camera if you join the Zoom classes so that the teacher can correct you. And then, yeah, for social media, it's just really my name. But yeah, if you want to check out my Instagram or anything and see the other things that I do or the other modalities that I teach, other studios that I teach for, and if you feel like yoga is not something that you want, but you might be interested maybe in slow resistance training or in indoor cycling, I'm also with Electric Studio and I'm also with Elevate. Yeah, so you can just shoot me a message if you wanna just maybe attend actual classes or learn about these other 2 modalities.
Masaya din mag-indoor cycling mo. Marami na tayong ito-try.
Parang nakakapagod din eh.
Na-try ko siya dati. Sobrang challenging siya.
Oo.
Teacher, last message na lang talaga for tips for all of the women who also want to work out or who want to try. Do you have any fitness tips? Or
Especially for moms.
Oo, for mga moms para matulungan natin sila.
Yeah, don't be discouraged if you've never done any form of movement before. You can just siguro you can start with maybe 15 minutes a day. Try to do it 3 times a week, and then you can just increase it eventually, and then try to find something that you really enjoy so that it won't feel like a chore for you. It can be like a 15-minute walk. Maybe you can do it with your husband. It can be your bonding time, or do it with a friend or your kids if your kids are big. It can be as simple as that, or like just some maybe focus on any body part. You can just, for me, just keep trying everything until you find the right workout for you, something that will make you happy, something that will just give you the right amount of endorphins, and something that will get you hooked. Because as a mom, we also need that mentally. It's sometimes these when you find something that you really like and meet people who like the same thing, you also make new friends. That's also very good for our mental health, and sometimes it's also nice to be part of a community.
Oo
Correct.
nga, para may parang family ka outside of home. I agree with that. Ikaw, Mocha, do you have any questions more for Teacher Mel?
Tama yung sinabi ni Teacher Mel. Ay, hello pala sa aking baby, si Trooper. Tama yung sinabi ni
Hindi mo na
Teacher
kailangan
Mel.
mag-yoga, Teacher Mel. Pwede ba tayo magkaroon ng yoga for overly hyper-moves na nangangagat?
Tama, di ba katulad ng sinabi ni Coach Coach Janice kahapon, no? Importante gumagalaw. Katulad ng sinabi ni Teacher Mel, 15-minute walk. Basta gumalaw ka, maarawan ka, pawisan ka, start small. Tapos, ayun na, kapag napagdesisyonan mo na kung ano yung what works for you pagdating sa fitness routine or workout, maganda rin na may community ka, di ba? Mag-join ka ng classes para pag may mga panahon na wala ka sa mood, ayaw mo mag-workout, merong mag-encourage sa'yo. Kaya, punta na ako dyan, Michelle, mag-yoga tayo.
Oo, maano talaga, I really love yoga kaya sobrang idol ko rin yung mga yoga instructors dahil iba talaga yung strength nila. Pag nakita mo sa Instagram or sa social media yung mga pictures ng mga poses na ginagawa nila, very, very, very challenging. So, I've always try to practice dito sa bahay. Pero nanggaling na rin kasi ako sa studio before. So, may konting alam na, may konting foundation na. So, hindi ko pa na-experience mag-yoga online. So, magsasabay tayo mo after Zumba,
Yes.
yoga.
Yoga.
Mhm.
Thank you, Teacher Mel. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
your
much,
time.
Teacher Mel.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Sana makilala din natin yung mga coaches, 'di ba? Para naman makapag-workout tayo all together, 'di ba? Lalabanan natin 'tong pandemic. So, talagang kailangan healthy, kailangan happy, at paano natin gagawin 'yon? Mag-exercise tayo. Huwag natin maliitin yung power ng exercise na mabibigay siya sa atin every single day. Tignan mo si Coco, 7:30 nag-Zumba, gising na gising pa rin. It's 9 o'clock p.m.
Uy, alam mo ba, mas mahirap pala mag-Zumba ng hapon. Kasi
Oo,
adrenaline, di ba? Ang taas-taas pa.
Oo.
Kaya nga good luck sa atin sa Sabado at Linggo. Hapon yung
May
ano.
Friday pa. May Friday pa tayo.
Walang Friday.
Meron.
Wala.
Wala ba?
O, sabi
Gawa
ni Miss
natin.
Every Saturday, Sunday. O, mag-ride na lang siguro tayo. Ayan, sana po marami po tayo natutunan sa ating talakayan ngayong gabi. Si Marvin Salamero, sabi niya, thank you, Teacher Mel. God bless you.
Thank you, Marvin. Kahapon siya din yung isa sa mga manonood natin with
Ay,
our
salamat.
episode yesterday. So talagang very consistent yung mga manonood natin. Gabi-gabi, ang ating mga live viewers na sumusuporta sa ating program. Every 8 o'clock ng gabi, maraming salamat, guys. And I hope po na na-inspire kayo on how to start. Kung meron bang gusto mag-start ng kanilang fitness journey, di ba? It's never too late. February pa lang ng 2022.
Oo, pwede pa.
Di ba? Pwede pa humabol. May 10
Mag-day
months
day one
guys.
ulit. Day 1 ulit
Oo,
sa March
day one.
1.
Ako, day 1 ako every day.
Ako din.
Start
Ako din. Kaya, di ba, kaya natin to. Kaya natin to.
Oo.
Importante, pinagpapawisan tayo. Kaya nga, thankful ako may Zumba tayo eh. Zumba Mocha Caravan. Abangan niyo po kami sa inyong mga barangay. At kung gusto niyo pong maging kabahagi ng ating Mocha Party List family, mag-email lang po sa mochapartylist@gmail.com. Salamat po muli sa ating mga volunteers, sa ating mga supporters, leaders na napaka-energetic na mga momshies, mga nanay at mga makananay. Kahit hindi ka nanay, welcome ka dito. Basta mahal mo ang nanay mo. Di ba? Kaya dito na tayo sa Mocha 80 sa Balota.
Number 80 sa balota. Anyway, nagpapasalamat kami sa inyo lahat, guys, dahil gabi-gabi sinusuportahan niyo yung ating show. And binibigyan din natin ng platform yung ating mga mommies na nagsusumikap sa kanilang mga buhay. Yesterday, we had Coach Janice, who is a single mom. Ngayon naman, kasama din natin single mom
Teacher
din. So
Mel.
nakakatawa, diba, si Teacher Mel, dahil sinabi nga niya, ako, isa sa mga nagustuhan kong sinabi niya kanina is find something that you can stick to. Napaka-importante yon na maging consistent ka. Pag nahanap mo yung passion mo, di ba sabi natin kahapon, yung passion mo pwede mong gawing career. And I'm sure
Yes.
yung mga mommies natin, marami tayong passion in life na pwede natin gawin to turn it into a career. So, kung mahilig tayong magluto, pwede tayong gumawa ng maliit na karinderya or magbenta online. Kung magaling naman kayo manamit, pwede kayo magbenta rin ng mga clothes, 'di ba? Kung may may mga sources tayo for that. So, ito yung mga gusto nating mga programs. Kung kayo naman mahilig kayo mag-yoga, 'di ba? Pwede rin natin i-share 'yan sa mga ibang tao dahil anything is possible ngayon online. Talagang nagagawa lahat online. Magturo,
Yes,
magbenta, kumita ng pera, mag-business, mag-school to learn something new. And of course, habang nanonood kayo ng aming show gabi-gabi, I hope marami kayong natututunan.
Yes. At abangan po muli ang ating show tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. dito lang sa ating channel. Please subscribe at follow us on our Facebook accounts. Hi pala sa ating mga taga-subaybay, of course, Tatay Digong, PRRD, Senator Bongo, Senator Pia Cayetano, Mayor Lino Cayetano, Congresswoman Lani Cayetano, and Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano. Thank you very much po sa inyong suporta.
Of course, sa lahat po ng ating mga OFWs na lagi pong nanonood at masusugid nating mga taga-suporta ng Mocha Party List at lahat po ng ating mga mommies na talagang naniniwala na itong advocacy natin ay kailangan talaga isulong sa Kongreso. Ito, meron tayong mga nagpapa-shoutout. Mocha, ikaw ba magbabasa po?
Oo, parang galing ata sa nanay ko to, kaya medyo kailangang attentive tayo dito. Shoutout po sa ating Freemasons of the Philippines. Greetings, Freemasons of the Philippines, sa mababait na kuyangs and mapagmahal na atengs. May you all have a nice and great days and years ahead, and more power to Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of the Philippines, Grand Master Most Worshipped, Rolency Paulino. More power po sa inyo.
Yes, okay. Shout out to all of our Freemasons. And of course, shout out din sa lahat ng mga kaibigan ni Tito Apple na laging nagsusuporta, nag-share ng ating live stream every single day. And of course, sa lahat ng mga kabataan natin na nanonood, itong Mocha Party List po ay para sa pamilya. At gusto natin na yung pamilya natin, patatagin natin, palakasin natin para sama-sama pong giginhawa at magiging bright ang future natin lahat. Ito si
Yes.
Manny Doma,
Manny.
asahan daw natin yung boto niya. Maraming salamat, Manny.
Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Yes, tama po. Tayo po ay official na nasa balota. Number
Yes.
8 po sa balota. Lagi niyo pong tatandaan pagdating sa party list, isa lang po ang pwedeng piliin, isa lang po ang pwedeng iboto. So pag tinignan niyo po sa second column, makikita niyo ang ating party list number 80. I-shade niyo lang po yung bilog na yan. And na suportahan niyo na po ang Mocha Party List. So maraming
Tama.
salamat sa inyong lahat. Happy Wednesday! Naku, malapit na mag-March. Na-excite na ba kayo? Kami na-excite
Malapit
na dahil
na.
Women's Month. So marami tayong mga gagawin para sa ating mga mommies.
Yes, salamat po sa ating mga nanay at mga makananay. Mocha Party List, 80 sa balota. Sama-sama po tayo sa laban natin sa Kongreso para sa ating mga mahal na mga ina. See you tomorrow!
See you tomorrow!